hope it's Friday because the other day I was sitting there and I was the whole time I was going off of a Wednesday schedule. Matter of fact, yesterday I was going off of a Wednesday schedule and it was Thursday. And I'm just like, these days are just flying by. Okay, like we're just flying through May. Like, you know. Um, so I want to say great day. Great Friday. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. I wanted to come and, pour a little bit, hopefully what I have what I have been given to say today. I hope that, it blesses some people. I hope it gives some people clarity, direction. I hope it changes mindset because everything's a mindset. So I wanted to come and talk about how words have power. Now, I found myself, listening to some people and I always observe. So I'm observing, some women saying, men aren't nothing, you know. Then I observe, some women saying that, I'm better single, I'm good. Um, some men, saying that, women. This one guy's like, oh, pretty girls play games, you know. Then I heard another guy, women, all women are gold diggers and all they want are money and this and the third. And I listen to people, and I'm like the voice of reason to come and say that's not true. That's not true about all women. That's not true about all men. Some men saying, I'm done. I'm just going to stay single. I'm never going to get married. Women saying, I'm never going to get married. With the type of men that's out here, just so many things, being thrown out there. I think that one thing that we have to understand is the things that we say out of our mouth hold power. So, if I'm someone that wants to get married, I'm not going to sit up here and speak against marriage. I'm not going to speak against me. I'm not going to sit up here and say, "Oh, I'm good single, and I'm happier single," knowing that deep down inside that is so untrue. That's untrue. A lot of people say that because they are trying to protect themselves. A lot of people say that because they have been in relationships that have torn them apart literally. They have been in relationships where they have put 100% in the relationship. And the relationship was a lie. You see what I'm saying? The person was lying, the person was cheating, the person didn't have their best interest. That just wasn't the person for them. So I want to come and kind of, talk today about how words have power and how we have to change our mindset. Our mindsets are we're programming our mindsets on our experiences, right? And I'm not saying that's 100% a bad thing, but take me for instance. I have been in, some relationships that did not work out. But guess what? I'm not going to move forward knowing what I want in life. For example, I'm in this 7-year relationship. Everything's good. Then things start taking a turn. The relationship's not for me anymore. Things just aren't working out. I'm not comfortable in the relationship anymore. That person may not be comfortable in a relationship before. Whatever the situation is, we are no longer together. I experienced some things out of that relationship. That person experienced some things out of the relationship, but I'm not going to walk away from that relationship and feel like all men are dogs. I'm not going to feel, and I'm not saying this person is a dog. Follow me and listen. What I'm saying is, I'm not going to have the mindset that all men cheat. I'm not going to have the mindset that there's no good men. That's not going to be my mindset because that is not my future. You follow what I'm saying? My experience with that individuals and the individuals before them, that was the experience with them. You understand? That's not going to be my experiences moving forward because guess what? My mindset is set on positivity. My mindset is set on a better future. I'm not going to sit up here and talk bad about my future. Too many people are talking bad about their future. Too many people are talking down about their future. And not just with relationships, with business, with success, with prosperity. People are talking down about their future because of their past experiences. I tell people all the time, don't allow your past to poison your future. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people hold on to those past experiences. Guess what? Those experiences are what they were. I'm not saying to don't be smart and protect yourself moving forward, but what I'm saying is you have to be careful because guess what? You may let a past experience mess up your future with your husband or your wife. That's all I'm saying. Because you come in with the mindset, I've seen it all the time. I've even, consulted with married couples, people in relationships. And 9 times out of 10, I have to say this. You are still with your ex. I said what I said. And you're still with your ex. How your ex is Bob, right? But you over here with James. So how you holding James to what Bob did? Cause you haven't healed from that relationship with Bob. You have not healed from Bob. You hear me? So the things that Bob did and the things that Bob put you through, and I'm talking to the women, but we can flip it. I'm not even gonna use a name because I don't want men to feel like, whatever that ex did, you can't hold the person in front of you accountable. They didn't do it to you, baby. They didn't do it to you. You have to break out of that mindset. It's a mindset. You got to break out of that. Because if I'm dealing with somebody and they're dealing with trauma from their ex, and I have to say multiple times, I'm not that person. I didn't do that. Multiple times, that's too much. That person is mentally with their ex. And I know that's deep. And you probably never even thought about that before. They're still with their ex. They're thinking about the things their ex did. They're thinking about the things they did together. They're thinking about what they went through. People are not healing. So guess what? When you're not healing, you're still in that relationship with that person. I had to tell somebody the other day, and I had to tell somebody the other day. They came to me for consult. Kimia, I cannot shake this. And I always ask people, scenarios, not their names. Some people say, yeah. Some people say, no. This person, didn't mind. They actually wanted me to share this. I just didn't get around to. And this person came to me and they said, I feel like I'm in bondage. I feel like my life is on pause. I feel like, I want to meet my husband. You know what I mean? I want to meet the person that God has for me, and I'm listening because I want to listen because I want to have a full understanding. And guess what the problem was? Guess what the problem was? I said, I said, that last name that you have, is that your maiden name? She was like, no, that's not my maiden name. I said, that's your married name. She said, yes. How long y'all been divorced? She said, we've been for about 5, going on 6 years. I said, oh, okay. I said, why you still got his last name? And she was like, what? Do you want help or not? She's like, no, it just kind of took me by surprise. Nobody never asked me. I said, why do you still have his last name? And she's like, honestly, I don't know. I said, that's what's holding you up. His last name is holding you up. Listen, I'm just a messenger. His last name was holding her up. You're holding on. I told her, I said, you have moved on with several people. You have been in relationships. And I said, do you think that men were comfortable being in a relationship with a woman that still had her husband's last name? That says a lot. That says a lot. People may not even think that far. It means a lot. You have not let go. You have not let go. So you feel like you on pause because you have not let go. You have not broke that soul tie. God's not about to send you someone and you still attached to your ex-husband. God's not about to send you somebody and you still attached to your ex-wife. It's not happening. It's not happening. Some people, watching me right now, you need to set boundaries with your ex and your ex husband or wife's family, you need to set some boundaries. Because some of y'all in a whole nother relationship, some of y'all in a whole nother marriage, but that family keeps reporting back to you what's going on. Every little thing they're reporting back to you what's going on. They're keeping you posted. How are you supposed to move on if you are staying posted with someone that you are no longer attached to? Somebody is, let me tell you something, baby. There's nothing wrong with having a relationship and friendships with the people, sisters, brothers, cousins, mom, whatever. It's nothing wrong with having those type of relationships because you built a relationship with those people while you were with that person. Nothing wrong with it, but there needs to be boundaries. Oh baby, is that absolutely. There needs to be boundaries with those relationships. Those relationships do not need to come and interfere with the relationship that you in, with the marriage you in now. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. I don't need nobody reporting back to me what my ex got going on. I don't want to know. I'm in a whole respect. They need to respect that you in a whole nother relationship, you in a whole nother situation, a whole nother marriage, whatever you in, that needs to be respected. Now, if you want to call me because we friends and talk about some positivity, you want to pray, you want to talk about some business, all well and good. You want to catch up, all well and good. I do not need nobody coming and depositing in me nothing that's going on with my ex-husband. You don't need nobody coming deposit in you, your ex-husband, your ex-wife, your ex. You don't need that. You don't need that. That's why you can't move on. That's why you still feel attached. That's why when you hear that person's name, you get that little thing in your stomach. Don't play with me. I already know. You get that feeling when you hear their name. You get that feeling when you see them because you're still attached. You have not broke the soul tie. You are still hanging on. You're still hanging on. But for what? You have to ask yourself, but for what? If you know what you want your future to look like, why are you still holding on? Why are you still speaking negative over your future? It only affects you. I'm coming today because I want you to break out of that bondage. I want you to get what you're praying for. I could go in prayer. Listen, I could go in prayer all day and be like, God, bless me with a great husband and a husband that love you, a husband that pray. But guess what, baby? If I don't do the work, if I do not do the work, I'm not getting it. If I'm not ready for it, I'm not getting it. And that just doesn't go for a husband or a wife, that goes for life, period. If you are going in God's presence and you keep praying for something and you see no fruits, you are not ready. But guess what? You got the power to get ready. You got the power to get ready. If you want that husband or wife, stop speaking negative. Stop speaking curses over your own life, over your own future. If you know in your heart that you want a great woman, a good man, a great man, whatever you want, speak it. Speak it. And some of y'all don't speak it because the people around y'all, that's why y'all don't speak it. Get from around those people if you can't speak positive about your future and about yourself. Because who else going to speak positive about you? Your future is yours. It's not your friend. It's not your sister, your mom, your dad, your brother, your child. Your future is yours. It's yours. Speak positive over it. You should really only be surrounded with people that speaking positive with you, that want it for you. I mean, we be our own worst enemy sometimes. I've had women come to me in secret all the time because they can't be themselves. Mainly black women. Other black women can't be themselves in front of other black women. It's the truth. I've heard it so many times. It's ridiculous. They tell me I can't. It's like I can't sit up and talk about I want to be married. I want kids because they all sitting around talking about how single and happy they are, and they don't need no man, and all men ain't nothing. I said, baby, you in the wrong circle of people. And God is just showing you that you in the wrong circle of people. Don't let people deposit that into your mindset. You got to be careful what you allow people to pour into you. Pour into your mind, pour into your ears, pour into your spirits. You are an individual. If you want a wife, get ready for a wife. If you want a husband, get ready for a husband. Period. And there's nothing wrong with getting away from people that don't want that for you. If you want to be married, why would you be in a group of single women that's talking down about men? And when God bless you with that man, don't you take no advice from them. Don't you take no advice from them. It's just like men. The man that wants a great woman and want to be married, why would you be around a bunch of single men that's doing them and running around and doing whatever they want to do with women and switching women? That's not what you want. But if you stay around it long enough, that's who you're going to become. Let's be real. That's who you're going to become. If you continue hanging around it, because you are the people you hang around. Look at the, and I usually say 5 people, but look at the 2 people that you hang around. That's who you're like. That's who you're a reflection of. Look at them. I'm just being honest, cause I want your future to be bright. I want y'all to be married. If you want to be married in successful relationships, in relationships that you're prospering, you're peaceful, you're happy, you're being taken care of, you're empowered, you're inspired. You are who God created you to be. You are vibing at your highest level, man or woman. I want to see men in that type of space. I want to see women in that type of space. I want that for you. But do you want that for you? Is the question. Because change got to be made. When I went to God about a husband, I had to change the environments I was going in. I had to change my type. I had to stop having a type because guess what? My type wasn't working, baby. Ain't no way it was working. It wasn't working. I changed my environment. I changed the people I listened to and I hung around and I changed it. The choice is yours. I'm just the messenger. If you got that man's last name and y'all ain't married no more, it's bondage. You scared of starting over? What, scared of what people gonna say? You scared about what people gonna say. That don't the people that you scared about saying stuff don't even got their life together. So what you scared of? You are an individual. In this world, you do what is best for you when it comes to things like that. You have to protect you. You know the future that you want. Start speaking positive over it. Whatever it entails, speak positive over it. Don't speak negative. Don't. Words are so powerful. You know, when we speak negative over ourselves, we putting a curse on ourselves. We stopping our blessings. We blocking our mindset. What's the use of going to God and asking God for something if you going to come out of prayer and be like, man, it probably ain't even going to happen. What? Your enemies is saying it ain't going to happen for you. Why are you going to join your enemies? You're supposed to believe in your heart and your spirit and your mind. It's going to happen for me. Say it every day when you get it. It's going to happen for me. Write it down. Whatever you want, make it plain. It's going to happen for me. Because I'm standing on God's promises. I'm standing on God's word. It's going to happen for me. But guess what, God? Prepare me for it and prepare it for me. Because listen, some of these marriages I see, I'll be like, That's not my portion. That's not my portion. I'm not about to sit up and let that scare me from wanting to be married. I'm not doing that. I'm not jumping on no bandwagon of hating black men because I was created for a black man, baby. I'm not jumping on that. God ain't told me to jump on that train because guess what? God said, that's not me. That's not me. I ain't told them women to say that or do that. That's not my work. Y'all better wake up. That's not his work. That's not his work. The men that's sitting up here talking about, oh, we gonna date outside our race and we gonna do, and oh, ain't no good black women left. That ain't God's work. That's not God's work. Us great black women, we out here. Those great black men, they are out there. They're out there. I promise you that. That's not God's work though. We ain't supposed to do that. If God ain't in it, I'm not being in it. I'm not, listen, I have sat on this platform and I have had thousands of women come up against me. And I'm going to stand 10 toes because God got me. Period, point blank. I don't care. Listen, it could be 1 million women that come and stand in front of me face to face and tell me, oh, black men ain't nothing. And I'm going to say, that's not what God told me. That's not what God put in my spirit. So guess what? 1 million, I rebuke 1 million of y'all. And I'm standing 10 toes for God. Got to be careful who we follow. Got to be careful who we listen to. Just because they say, I love God and they post some scriptures, baby, watch the fruits of them. Watch their fruits. Because those people that's pretending to love God and do God's work, their actions ain't lining up. You hear me? Because too many of them is crossing God for some money. They crossing God for checks. They crossing God for money, fame, popularity. Ain't none of it worth it to me. It's not worth it. I'm with God. I hope this message encourages some people. Some people could have been waiting on this. Some people, this could have been the day you come out of bondage. This could have been the message you're waiting on that you pray for. I just hope that it blesses people in the right direction. And the people that have been away from God, I hope you seek God again. I hope you get in his presence. I hope you get back in relationship with him. God misses you. I don't know who it's for, but God misses you. And everything that you're going through right now, he wanna make it right for you. He wanna do it for you. He's like, my child, come back. Come back to me. One thing I read that the Lord is my shepherd. And I read something before that said, when you are too far away from the shepherd, you're too far away from what you need in life. That will always stick with me. I will never, ever forget that. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in with me today, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day.